What's up everybody, Michael Ragland here and welcome to episode 2 of Killed by Innovation. And this is the series where we talk about companies, brands, and products that were killed off by being too slow to innovate when disruptive technologies were introduced. Today we're going to be talking about Blackberry. Remember them?
Blackberry nears death with 0.0% smartphone market share. 0.0% is zero.
We're going to be talking about 5 mistakes that Blackberry made that led to them having double goose eggs of the smartphone market share in 2017. Mistake number 1, they focused on business customers instead of consumers. Don't get me wrong, like it was a complete winning strategy. Around 2007 when the iPhone was launched, Blackberry's stock was sitting at about $264 a share. They were totally killing it, right? They had all the business customers. They're focused on being that PDA, right? That personal digital assistant pocket device that all the guys on Wall Street could go through and check their emails. That's pretty much what the landscape was at the time. But they just failed to shift when these new technologies were introduced. I think they looked at themselves as being in a completely different market than Apple when they introduced the iPhones. I think Blackberry felt like, all right, we're for serious business customers, right? And we're gonna focus on email and security with our devices. And this newfangled iPhone thing doesn't even have a keyboard, so they probably won't even get far. We see how that worked out for them.
9 million is pretty impressive. I mean, think about it. We've had all these problems with Blackberry, right?
Right.
They came out Friday. They said they sold 3.7 million of its smartphones in the whole second quarter.
Right.
Apple did 9 million just over 3 days.
Mistake number 2, the Blackberry Storm. This damn thing didn't even have Wi-Fi on it, which just blows my mind. I don't know how they could come out with a phone in 2008 that didn't even have Wi-Fi and it's supposed to compete. And it did have a built-in touch screen, but they still were thinking about it like an old Blackberry.
Whoa, it has no keyboard. And then, did it just click? You've never clicked a screen before. Is that supposed to happen?
The touchscreen basically kind of functioned like a keyboard, so you still had to mash the hell out of the screen just to interact with it, so it was super clunky. And around the same time that Blackberry was failing with the Blackberry Storm, Google introduced the Android platform. Uh-oh. Mistake number 3, the Blackberry Playbook, which I don't know if you guys remember that one, but that was like their answer to the iPad.
Let me show you what we mean by Blackberry Amplified.
And it came out, and just like the Storm before, was missing a key feature. The damn thing didn't even have its own built-in email client or calendar, which is, once again, blows my mind because they're known for the companies that have secure email on a personal digital assistant, right? But the Blackberry Playbook, for whatever reason, did not even have email on it. So that was mistake number 3. Mistake number 4, dual CEOs, right? Like, once again, when does this ever work? Like, you got 2 people being co-CEOs of a company, and what the hell are these guys' names? Jim Balsady and Mike Lazarus, doesn't even matter. They don't work there anymore. They failed. And these guys had a dual CEO structure in place, which is going to be impossible to innovate when you have 2 people that are quote unquote in charge. Like, I don't even know how that worked. Like, and I wonder who was the sorry bastard that got stuck with Monday. He probably was the one that quit first. But the whole dual CEO idea was doomed for failure from the start, because if you're looking to innovate, you know, and go against these disruptive technologies like Apple and Google with their Android platform, you're going to need a visionary and some leader that's leading from the front. Mistake number 5, resting on its laurels. I feel like every video I do is going to be the same thing for these companies and why they fail. Like, I get it. Like, around 2007 they were leading the market. In 2009, Fortune magazine actually ranked Blackberry as the fastest growing company of the year, right? Apple was 39th on the list, and Google sat down at around 68th, right?
3 of today's top 5 selling cell phones in America are Blackberry.
They had business on lock. They're like, all right, we're the company for the focused business person, right? They need their keyboard, they need BBM Messenger. They didn't even think about the App Store and the Google Play Store that Apple and Android were focusing on, and how it was going to be pretty much be an app-driven community, well, an app and ecosystem-driven community going forward. They were just comfortable resting on their laurels and understanding that they're pretty much the top dog for this amount of, you know, they're pretty much the top dog for the longest amount of time. They can never be knocked off their perch. And that just brings me back to what I said about Blockbuster. Like, you never can get too comfortable in that top spot. I feel like you always got to be looking forward and looking for that next emerging disruptive technology that's coming to knock you off your perch. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. And remember, if you liked it, go ahead and sucker punch that like button and leave me a comment down below. Hell, even if you didn't like it, leave me a comment and tell me what you didn't like about the video.